From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News. Here's Melanie Armstrong.
Among Delaware's top stories for Wednesday, April 16th, long lines for last-minute tax filers, another court loss for Tom Capano, and the biggest toll cheat in Delaware is caught. Wait till you hear how much he owes. And now the details. Lots of procrastinators beat the midnight deadline to get their tax forms mailed. WDEL's Jim Hubmaster was at the main office on Quigley Boulevard in Harris Corner.
People from all over were turning out in droves last night to file their taxes before the midnight deadline. When asked about while waiting till the last minute, these taxpayers had this to say.
Don't like to pay the taxes, but I know I have to.
This is actually the first time I had to do it. Mostly I like to get mine done early because I know I'm going to get money back.
The main office on Quigley Boulevard was the only office open until midnight. The Dover Post Office closed at 8, and the Georgetown Post Office closed at 9. Jim Hubmaster, 1150 a.m., WDEL.
Tom Capano will not get a new trial on charges he killed his mistress. A federal judge in Wilmington has turned down his appeal. Capano argued that state courts made a mistake in ruling that the jury couldn't consider convicting him on a charge other than first-degree murder. Capano shot Anne Marie Fahey in 1996, allegedly because she wanted to break up with him. Coming up, could you soon be paying for a service you don't even use? WDEL News continues in a moment.
Wilmington University now offers the Doctor of Business Administration program. This advanced degree is designed to enhance leadership and managerial skills. Applications for fall semester are being accepted now, so visit us at wilmu.edu/business or call 877-967-5464. Wilmington University, your life, your time, your education.
How would you feel about paying $6 a year for a recycling program, whether you recycle or not? WDEL's legislative correspondent Carl Konevsky says a bill in the House may have you do just that.
Members of the House debated a bill Tuesday sponsored by State Representative Bob Valahura, creating a fund to pay for the system, money that will come from instituting a $3 a ton tipping fee on trash haulers. If the bill becomes law and the cost is passed on to customers, you'll pay about 50 cents more a month, regardless of whether you separate out your recyclables.
No one in the state is going to be mandated, other than if they live in a city where it's already mandated or something like that, is going to have to recycle. The idea would be to encourage programs throughout the state for voluntary recycle, to encourage people in neighborhoods to bond together and start up a recycling program within their own neighborhood.
Some Kent County lawmakers oppose the bill, saying much of their area already has a recycling program in place and don't feel like their constituents should bear the cost for others. The Tallyville Republican believes if companies pass the cost on to customers, it's still a valuable investment in the future.
I believe the modest price of this $3 a ton, or 48 cents a month, is a very little price to pay to try to increase the rate of recycling in the state of Delaware.
The bill was tabled after debate lasted more than an hour. Reporting from Legislative Hall in Dover, I'm Carl Konevsky, 1150 a.m., WDEL.
Skybus, which flew for less than a month out of the county airport before it went bankrupt, is being sued in Delaware. Former employees say they weren't given the federally required 60 days notice that the company was shutting down. The company says it believes it complied with the law. The biggest toll cheater in Delaware has been arrested. State police say Frank Meyer of Abington, Maryland, owes almost $35,000 in unpaid tolls and penalties. Meyer used the Easy Pass lane for 2.5 years without paying. That's 633 times. Meyer is out on bail after turning himself in. The Phillies saved the best for last. WDEL Sports and AccuWeather coming up.
When it comes to flooring, great style doesn't have to be expensive, especially when you shop at Carpet One Floor & Home. Our 1,000-store buying power gives you the best prices on hardwood, carpet, tile, laminate, and more, including brands you'll find exclusively at Carpet One Floor & Home, like Liz Claiborne Home, Good Housekeeping with Resista, and Lee's, all with guaranteed installation and no payments for 1 year. See how easy it is to find your perfect style. Shop in store, online, or in-home, only at Carpet One Floor & Home.
I'm Peter MacArthur.
I'm Melanie Armstrong, and here are Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour.
The most complete coverage of the news that matters in Delaware. Every weekday morning, 5:30 till 9 on 1150 a.m. WDEL.
In WDEL sports, the Phillies had little offense going against Houston last night until the bottom of the ninth. Down 3-0, the Phillies put 4 runs on the board for a stunning 4-3 comeback win. Pinch hitter Chris Snelling started things off with a solo home run. After Chase Utley was hit by a pitch, Pat Burrell tied the game with a 2-run home run. And then the Phillies got a break. Jeff Jenkins struck out but got to first when the ball got past pitcher Brad Ausmus. Pedro Feliz ended things with a double into the right field corner that scored Jenkins. The win evens the Phillies' record at 7-7. Tonight the Phils send Kyle Kendrick to the mound against Roy Oswalt. Tune into WDEL at 6:30 for all the action. Reliever Aaron Hartsock pitched 5 innings of no-hit, no-run baseball to lift the Blue Rocks to a 5-2 win over the Kinston Indians. The Blue Rocks scored 4 runs in the bottom of the first, all coming with 2 outs. First baseman David Wood knocked in 2 runs with a single. Kurt Mettens and Jeff Howell both had RBIs. The rubber game of the 3-game series is tonight at 6:35 at Frawley Stadium. Danny Briere scored a pair of goals and added an assist as the Flyers downed Washington 6-3 to take a 2-1 lead in their Stanley Cup playoff series. The Flyers led 4-2 after 2 periods, but Brooks Laish got Washington to within a goal at 4-3 with 4:34 remaining. But Mike Richards scored on a penalty shot less than 2 minutes later, and Mike Knuble added an empty net goal with 1:05 left. Game 4 of the series is tomorrow night at the Wachovia Center. Delaware Park is banning steroid use at the track when the 2008 racing meet opens Saturday. WDEL's Sean Green reports.
Delaware Park and horse racing in general is in the process of joining other sports, including baseball and football, that have cracked down on steroids in recent years. Delaware Park track announcer John Curran explained there were reasons horses were using the drug.
A lot of steroid use is for horses who are rehabilitating, to get horses to eat better, things like that, to go into it not just as a bodybuilding supplement like athletes are using like that, but as a way to help the horses out.
While neighboring Philadelphia Park is joining Delaware Park in outlawing steroids, tracks in Maryland and New Jersey have yet to follow suit, which could cause a short-term problem.
Horses that have been on it for a while are probably going to maybe decide to run elsewhere, but we're trying to make steps to advance the game, and hopefully things will work in the long run. Everyone will be going to it eventually.
Delaware Park's first steroid-free meet begins Saturday at 12:45. Reporting from Stanton, Sean Green, 1150 AM, WDEL Sports.
Your WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast: sunny and warm today, the high 68. Clear tonight, the low 36. Tomorrow, sunny, the high 74. Friday, mostly sunny, the high 77. Get news updates throughout the day. Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 1150 AM. And get WDEL News text alerts sent to your cell phone. Sign up at WDEL.com. I'm Melanie Armstrong. Thanks for watching.